Hi, I am doing two tags today, one for Mark and one for Dave. I'm doing Mark's tag first because there's only four. Yeah. Anyway, moving on to number one. If you were being arrested for murder, which TV detective or cop would you want to be the arresting officer? Mm, well, quite a few. I would quite a few. Um, Columbo is one. I thought how he used to do solving the murders was brilliant. But I am going to go for, she isn't a copper, she isn't a detective, she's a very old woman. Um, Miss Marple. Yeah, I would love for Miss Marple. Yeah, that's who I'm going with, Miss Marple. Yeah. Moving on to number two. Can you do the Vulcan greetings? Yes. Or, there you go. Moving on to number three. Do you say short-lived or short-lived? Short-lived. Yeah. Moving on to number four in last. When speaking of a personal strength, do you say, that's my fort, or my 40? Really matter of speaking, I don't know what you mean by fort. I always fought as where I usually go in castles, in forts, that sort of thing, but I don't know what you mean by fort. I've never heard that saying before. If you're saying straight on 40, I would say my strengths are. I don't put anything else after it. I just say, well, my thoughts are. Anyway, Mark, there you have it, hon. God bless, take care, lovey loves. Moving on to Dave's tag. Lower duck. 10 questions. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Is the reward worth the risk? I'm sorry I cannot answer this one for a pure purpose of what's the award and what risks is involved. So I can't really answer that one. Sorry, Dave. For your personality, what makes today worth living? Seeing my children today, my grandchildren today, makes me feel wanted. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. What have you done in the last year that makes you proud? In the last year. Looking after my mum for the last year of the way that she was ill and I had to help out, do everything for her. That's made a difference. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. What do you learn recently that changed the way you live? Really matter of speaking, I have not learned anything recently to the way that I live today. Only thing I can actually say is when I'm doing the paranormal, interesting things that my camera has picked up. That is one way I suppose you could say has changed my life, of knowing the supernatural side of the other. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. What is your fondest memory for the past 3 years? Fondest memory for the past 3 years. For the past 3 years, having some more grandchildren. Yeah. Moving on. What are the primary components of a happy life? To be you, to enjoy your life the way that you want to run your own life, and making others happy, laugh. Yeah, I'll go with that. How would the world be different if you were never born? Well, I wouldn't be born myself. I wouldn't have 7 children, and I wouldn't also have 9 grandchildren. No. So, there. What is your favourite song and why? Favourite song? I don't really have a favourite song. I used to have a favourite song, but I don't have a favourite song anymore. Because really matter speaking, last week I could have one, a song come along this week, and I think, oh, that's nice, and I forget about the other one. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. With the resources you have right now, what can you do to bring yourself closer to your goal? At the precise moment, my goal is to do with the paranormal. I want to go somewhere that is going to absolutely scare the crap out of me. That is my goal, to go somewhere that is going to actually scare the living daylights out of me. That is my goal. Yeah, and when that happens, my camera will pick it up. Yeah. Anyway, moving on to number 10 and last. What are your top 3 priorities? My top 3 priorities right now is this little man, learning him not to bark and misbehave, stop him chewing my high heels. I've only got 5 high heels left. All my other ones, this one has chewed the smithereens. Besides that, my second goal, priorities right now, is for my children and my grandchildren, to be there for them whenever they need me. And my third, I am going to go with getting my life back on track, and somewhere along the line I want to spend a whole month away, a whole month, 4 weeks, a whole month away, going around the coast of Dorset, Devon, Cornwall, all around the coasts, and see if there's what paranormal is around the coasts. Whole month. Yeah. Anyway, Dave, there you have your tag. Thanks for listening. God bless. Take care. Love you all.